I'm really, well, let me read this first. In November, they co-wrote a letter to the FTC about combating bots in the online ticket marketplace. But I'm looking, thanks for joining us, I'm looking for a bipartisan moment here. Can we both, senators, can we both just agree that Taylor Swift is a phenom, a songwriting aficionado, the likes of which I don't know how often someone like her comes along. Would you agree with that, Senator Blumenthal?
I would totally agree that we need a bipartisan approach to reforming the ticket market. It's a mess right now for Taylor Swift, for fans and consumers, for other artists, and for the venues. And the reason is that there's no competition as a result of the merger between Ticketmaster and Live Nation. It's the 800-pound gorilla behind this mess. And if Taylor Swift had choices, she could have gone to a competitor. If there had been competition, Live Nation and Ticketmaster would have used better technology because people could have gone elsewhere to buy the tickets. They control 70% of the primary market for ticket sales, 80 of the top 100 venues, and this is a system that has to be reformed.
Yeah, I was at. Do you both agree she's great, Senator Blackburn? That was my. I know you agree on what we need to do antitrust-wise, but I was looking for some bipartisanship. Are you a fan, Senator Blackburn?
Absolutely. We have so many talented artists, and Taylor Swift is one of them, and Nashville is home to many of them.
Yes, there you go.
And not only did Taylor Swift have problems, but you had the Bob Dylan concert that had problems. You have other artists. You know, when I am out and about in Nashville, I hear from tour managers, I hear from business managers, talent agents, how frustrated they are with what is happening with Live Nation, with Ticketmaster, and they feel it's appropriate for us to step in. And indeed, in 2016, when I was in the House, Senator Schumer at that point and I in the House passed the Bots Act, which gives the FTC the authority to move in and to go after these bots, to work with these ticketing platforms. And the FTC has not exercised that authority. They need to be doing it. They've only brought forward one case. But the point is also that these ticket platforms need to, when they know they've got a bot in their presence, they need to give that information to the FTC so that the FTC can go after this, so they can be blocked from these sites, and so that fans, whether they're fans of the Grand Ole Opry or Taylor Swift or any of the other ones that are out there, they can get the tickets for the shows that they want.
Senator,
and I am a fan of Taylor Swift, but it goes well beyond Taylor Swift. It's a lot of other artists as well.
It's a lot of them.
Well, but she's got Nashville and Memphis and Elvis. I mean, Graceland. You can't compete here, I don't think, Senator Blumenthal. Don't even try. Don't even try. But,
we've got the best talent in the country coming out of Tennessee. You're right about that.
Across the board. No, it's a great state. Senator Blumenthal, it seems like
we're going to stay bipartisan here.
It seems like antitrust is back, and I'm just wondering, is there a problem just with this consolidation among just too few players in this whole industry? I mean, Taylor Swift is unique in that you knew what demand was going to be like. So, I mean, someone could have anticipated this. I would think. And with Lena Khan, will there be a target on this whole industry the way it's run right now, Senator?
I agree that antitrust is back, and there are various remedies that ought to be considered. One of them is a typical antitrust remedy of unwinding a merger. I think it ought to be on the table. But where Senator Blackburn and I clearly agree is that there has to be more effective action against these bots that enable the scalpers to corner the market, buy up tickets, charge exorbitant prices, astronomically rising fees, bait and switch tactics. This system is riddled with problems that could be countered under the existing law, the Bots Act, that both of us helped to lead, and possibly there's a need for new legislation like the BOSS Act, BOSS, which is an acronym for a long title to the legislation, but obviously makes reference to an artist of equal fame, Boss, near to Connecticut.